Hi everyone, so I did a variation of this tag years and years ago when I'd kind of been on YouTube for maybe like a year or even less than that, and I thought I would do this kind of updated version, and it's just a series of fun questions about being a YouTuber, and it's things that kind of people often wonder but you don't necessarily ask. I wonder about certain YouTubers as well, so I thought I would let you in on a little bit of the kind of inside info. So first question is, how long have you been on YouTube? I have been on YouTube for 3 years, I think now, maybe even 4. Oh my god, I think I started in 2010, the end of 2010. So kind of three and a bit years, I think. Then the next question is, at what point do you think you will stop? I would stop when it stops being fun for me, but also when I feel like I'm irrelevant. You know, I don't know if I'll still be making videos when I'm like 50, because I don't know if there'll still be kind of like a need for them. I don't know if people would still be interested in what I have to say when I'm 30. Like, it's not necessarily something that people always kind of will want to hear about, if that makes sense. I think it's different if you started out kind of as an older YouTuber, maybe with a certain clientele, but I know there's quite a lot of us that are catered to a very young audience, and then there's kind of people like myself that are kind of more mid-range, and then there's YouTubers that are older that kind of cater to a certain thing as well. So I would love to say that I would always do it. I would love to kind of do it when I have children and that kind of thing, but that's a long time away from now. The next question is, what's the best thing about YouTube? Meeting people, obviously. Having your work appreciated, because it's a very difficult thing when you put something out there and you don't know what people are going to react, how people are going to react, and you get these lovely feedbacks and these lovely messages from people, and the opportunities that YouTube has given me have been amazing as well. I've got to do things that I never thought I'd get to do, and yeah, it really is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I always say that it's kind of one of the best decisions I've ever made. The worst thing, and what do you do to make it okay? Obviously the hate thing on YouTube is not very pleasant. I don't get too much of it. There are some people who I honestly don't know how they cope with the hate that they get, because it's so personal and just so vile that I don't know if I could do that. But it's very horrible, and you have to just remember that the people that are saying it are people that are kind of very sad inside when they just give kind of ridiculous trolling comments. Sometimes people are trying to give you constructive criticism, but they don't know how to do it in a constructive, polite manner, and it comes across like they're being really rude. So with that type of thing, you have to just sort of reply in the best way that you can and explain to them kind of why it might sound a bit rude, and then it comes across like you're educating people, which isn't that great. But anyway, then another thing that's very difficult for me is how much do you share? I'm very private, so like, I'm not private in real life. I'm not a private person at all, but on YouTube I'm a very private person, because I have seen what happens to people who are not very private on YouTube, and the amount of hate that they get for their personal choices, and that's something that I would not wish to expose myself to. So my relationship, my personal information, so things like how old are you, your last name, that kind of thing. I know it sounds really trivial to some people, but I just think that it's important online to kind of protect yourself a little bit. So I wouldn't share those things, because I just feel like they're not necessarily really relevant. And there was a girl the other day that said that I was like 30 years old. I'm nowhere near 30, so kind of maybe people get the wrong perception. I was looking in the mirror and I was like, oh my god, do I look like I could be 30? Not that there's anything wrong with being 30, but I'm like nowhere near that. And it's a very difficult thing to kind of know how much to share. Sometimes you make mistakes and you share more than you intended to, and I think I've kind of always got faith that people understand where I'm coming from, and people don't really. And it's, you know, online's kind of a very fickle place. People don't like kind of different opinions necessarily, and people just like trolling. It's a very weird concept. And sometimes it's very difficult when you get someone that's like a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old that's kind of trolling you, and you just think like, hun, stop being so negative. Go and find something nice to do, because you don't understand how ashamed you are going to be in a few years' time when you look back at these comments. So that's really difficult, but you just have to try and kind of ignore it and keep yourself as private as possible. That is, like I said, that's what I do to make it okay, because then I'm not giving people ammunition against me. They can say that they hate my hair, and they can say that they think I'm fat, which obviously is not very nice, but it's not the same as getting personal and making personal comments. That's a really not nice thing to have happen to you at all. What's the next question? How many thumbnails do you usually take? I normally do about 3. I can usually get it in about 3. I know a lot of YouTubers like to do the kind of leave the camera rolling and just pose, but I can normally get it in about 3. I'll take 3 and then pick the best one, kind of thing. Oh, YouTuber crush. Oh, there's so many lovely YouTubers. I haven't got any male ones because I don't watch any male ones, because all I watch is beauty videos. But Lisa Eldridge is amazing. Lisa D1, okay, looks so sexy. I think she looks amazing. God, there's loads. I think, what's her name? Hayley from Super Sugar Bubble, or whatever her name is. She's really gorgeous. There's lots of really beautiful YouTubers. Who's on your collab wish list? Lots of people. I'd love to do some more videos with Michaela and Laura and that kind of thing that we've done before, when we were at IMATS. There's loads of people I'd love to kind of do a collab with. I'd love to do one with Anna Saccone. I think her videos are so amazing, and I think she's gorgeous too. She looks like J-Lo. Then what are you wearing on your bottom half? I'm actually wearing a maxi dress because I'm going to work. In fact, I should probably be going soon, but yeah, I'm wearing a black maxi dress. It's from H&M, and yeah, I love this dress. I wish I got it in all the colours that they did, but now they're all out of stock. So yeah, I'm wearing that. But a lot of times, yeah, I do the YouTuber cliche of like wearing tracky bottoms or leggings. But it's because if I'm filming, it's normally because I'm just not going anywhere. I'm in the house. I had a bit of spare time this morning, so I decided to do it. And I'm actually roasting in here. I've got the light like here, and it's so hot. How long until you actually click record? Probably takes me about 10-15 minutes to kind of set up and prep. And then, how do you feel about the YouTube community / culture? It has, like I said, amazing things about it. The kind of way you can talk to people, the way you can kind of affect people's lives. It's just a great thing. But there's also a very weird culture. You know, the fact that a site like Guru Gossip exists just tells you a little bit about the kind of YouTube culture. It is a little bit odd. And then, what's your secret to a successful YouTube channel? I don't know if I'm the right person to be giving tips on a successful YouTube channel, because obviously there are so many people who are far more successful than I am. But being consistent, uploading regularly, taking constructive criticism on board, interacting with your subscribers, trying to reply to as many things as you can, and just trying to keep your content relevant and know what your subscribers like and find your niche. Kind of don't try and be another YouTuber who is, let's say, got a really quirky personality or really great at doing something, and you think, oh, they're successful, I'm going to do that too, because people can see through that, and that's not something that you want to do. You want to be you, and you want to find the thing that's special about you that you have to offer. So I like to think that kind of my channel is a kind of less it's kind of a no frills type of channel, in the fact that I try and be as informative as I can, but I'm kind of not a very goofy person. I'm just not like that as a person. So if I tried to be and pretended, you would see through that and you'd think I was being ridiculous, versus someone who genuinely is like that and it's adorable. And then the last question is, who do you tag? So I can't exactly think of anyone. I'll tag Michaela from Miss Budget Beauty, Laura from Laura Loves Beauty, if they haven't already done this, Lisa from Lisa Prodo, well, not sure. I'll think of a couple of other people and I will tag them in the down bar. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then give it a big thumbs up, and if you've got any YouTube related questions, I'd be happy to answer them, and I will see you all in my next video.